Welcome back, guys. It's craft time. My little brother is getting married, so this is a video that I have created based on the door hanger that I have made for him and his fiance using one of their adorable engagement pictures. I'm going to walk you through how I created it, so hopefully it will help you out. Let's go ahead and get started. So to begin, you just need to choose the photo that you want. So this photo right here is my favorite engagement photo of them. I think it's absolutely adorable. I was just bouncing ideas back and forth with my boyfriend about what sign should I make for them. They've been wanting a wreath for a while, but they live in Northern Ohio and it's really expensive to ship to them. So I have these door hangers that I've been making. They're really lightweight, perfect size for shipping, and I knew it wouldn't cost too much. So once I was bouncing ideas off with him, he was like, you should try to work their engagement photo into the door hanger that you're making. And I loved that idea, and I just had to figure out how to do it and what to do with it. So we came up with the idea to take our favorite engagement photo of the two of them, turn it into one of those sketch arts, and I just did that by obviously downloading the photo of them that I wanted. I put that into an app called Sketch Photo, which I can put down in the description. And then it went ahead and did all of the hard work for me, which is turning that picture into this beautiful black and white sketch that I could then use. I took that and I uploaded it into Canva, which is canva.com. It's free and it also has a pro version. I have the pro version, so I knew that I could go ahead and take the background off of it and just have the photo of them, which I don't know if you can do that in the free version, but there are all kinds of apps out there. If you just type in background remover in Google, you'll be able to find one. So yes, first step, picture. Put it in the app, go ahead and get it to where it is turned into a sketched photo, and then take that out. Like I said, I didn't want the background, so I went into my canva.com, I uploaded the photo, I took the background off, and then I went ahead and hand did the parts that it wasn't really sure about and got it all cleaned up and looking really nice so that I knew it would be a nice clean cut for the Cricut to be able to do. So whenever I downloaded that out, you want to make sure when you hit download, there'll be a little box that says transparent background. Click that, that way it keeps it just the photo and just the pieces that you want. And then take that and upload that into your design space. Whenever you do this, it has you choose whether you want it to be a cut file or a print and cut file. So I chose a print and cut file and then put that into Design Space, and I went ahead and created the look of my sign. So I knew I wanted their last name, which is Davis, to be on the side of it, and then their photo next to it. So I went ahead and got that laid out, picked the font that I wanted. I used a 12-inch circle shape just to give me an idea of sizing, because that's how big my actual wood round is. It's 12 inches. So I just laid it all out so I can get a good idea of what it's going to look like. And then I was ready to go ahead and make my project. So to do that, I deleted that circle out because I didn't need it any longer. And then you want to make sure your computer is hooked up to your printer. And then once you go and hit make it, when you do the print to cut, you want to make sure you select it. It'll send it to your printer, so make sure you have whatever you're wanting to print on. I just had plain white cardstock. I went ahead and loaded it in. I hit the button and it went ahead and printed that out. From there, you just want to put it down on your mat, and then the black line that it prints around it, you want to make sure you keep that. That's there for a reason. That's to help the Cricut get kind of calculated so it knows where it's going to cut and it knows where to begin and how far it is from the edges and that kind of thing. So that black line is important. Make sure you don't get rid of it. And then after that, I went ahead and printed off the word Davis for them, and I got that all set up. So for the photo of them, I just pulled all the extra stuff that was cut away, and then I pulled my picture off and I set it to the side. And then with my letters, I do like you would do with any other project. I just weeded them out, put them on some transfer tape, and got that ready for whenever I was ready for that step. After I got all of that settled, which it did a great job. It was my first time doing a print and cut, and it was phenomenal. I'm very happy with it. I think it's adorable. I went ahead and got my wood round stained. I used a dark stain that I've been using. You've seen it in many of my videos. I'll have it below. It's a Minwax, I believe. My studio's still pretty messy and nothing's where it needs to be, so I don't have it in front of me, but it's the color walnut. It's an oil-based stain, but you can use whatever stain that you want. Again, I'll link that in the description so that you can see it. I just don't have it on hand to give you all of the facts about it right now. But I used that. I stained both sides. Once that was dry and settled in, I went ahead and sealed it with my polyacrylic just so I know that the stain is good and set. I'm not going to have any issues with it. And then from there, I went ahead and placed my picture and my words down onto it. And I just kind of moved it around a little bit to figure out how I wanted it to be, where I wanted it to lay. And then I applied the name. And then I applied the cardstock with some Mod Podge. Now, I used the dishwasher safe one. It's the white and blue bottle. It does take 28 days to cure to make it fully waterproof. But I went ahead and sent it to them before that and prior to that because they do have an enclosed, their door is enclosed with another screen. So I'm not worried about it getting wet for them. But if you've never used Mod Podge, all you want to do is go ahead and put a layer down. You can either put it directly down on what you're putting it on. I just put it onto the back of my cardstock. I positioned that down where I want it to go. I flattened it out. And then after that, I wanted to seal the entire top of it so that it's nice and sealed in and it's not going to go anywhere. So you can either do just the part that you're working on, so you can just do the cardstock and a little bit around the edge, but you might see where you stopped. So what I suggest is that you do your entire piece. So I did a healthy layer of Mod Podge across my entire design, so across my vinyl lettering too, and that will just ensure that those aren't going to peel up on them and or have any worries with that. So my suggestion is to get a very soft bristled brush so that it leaves as little bristle marks as you can. I mean, there are gonna be some because Mod Podge is so thick, but my suggestion is put it down, spread it out, and then what I like to do is very lightly take the tip of my bristles and pretty swiftly move it from one side to the other, completely off the project, back and forth. That way it's one continuous line and you don't see any start and stop marks, and that way it looks a little better visually to your eye. You don't pick it up as well. So I did that, made sure that cardstock's nice and flat, then put a good layer over it, and then you just let it sit. You want to watch out for your edges, that any Mod Podge didn't pull up on you on your edges. Just take your brush around the edge and clear that up, and then just let it sit and dry. And then I just added our little rope to hang it from, and we were all done. I love how this turned out. I'm so excited. My brother ordered it without telling his fiance. We were going to surprise her with it. They both love it, and that makes me very, very happy. I'm so excited for their wedding. I'm so glad that they trust me and my creative ideas and just kind of let me do whatever I want, because this is such a cute project and it's something that I think would be special for them for a very long time. So yeah, I hope it inspires you to give it a try. I mean, it doesn't have to be a photo of anyone in particular. It can be any image that you want that you can just print out and cut and then Mod Podge it on there, and you have a cute, wood round or whatever you choose to make your hanger with. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to try to help and give any answers that I can. This project was so fun and near and dear to my heart. I'm so glad that you guys came back here to see me. I'm going to take you in for a closer look, and I will see you next time.